The first strike. Arrogance draped in fire. The attack came without warning. A human colony on the edge of the Perseus Arm, 5 million settlers, was reduced to ash in less than an hour. The Karzul Dominion, a reptilian empire swollen with centuries of conquest, had grown tired of Earth's rising influence. Their dreadnoughts descended with elegance, their commanders broadcasting laughter across the collapsing comm channels. Families screamed as orbital bombardments tore through cities. Civilian freighters tried to flee but were cut apart, their wreckage scattering like dying stars. When it was done, the alien admiral addressed the galaxy. His voice boomed through the relay beacons. "Let this be a lesson. Humans are children, fragile, naive, and unworthy of the stars. Their colonies burn easily. Their fleets are nothing but toys. The Dominion does not negotiate with vermin." The galaxy listened, and many believed. The mockery of Earth the Dominion celebrated. Across their worlds, broadcasts replayed the images of human cities vaporized into glass. Their citizens roared approval. Commentators sneered at humanity's softness, its art, diplomacy, and endless talk of peace. At the Galactic Council, alien envoys whispered among themselves. Some nodded, quietly relieved that the brash newcomers had been put back in their place. Others smirked, suggesting Earth might beg for mercy. In the Dominion's high court, generals feasted. They wagered how many days until Earth sent a delegation, crawling on their knees. "They are too civilized," one laughed, "too bound by their quaint rules of honor. They cannot fight us on our terms, and without that, they cannot fight at all." And so, the galaxy turned away, certain that Earth was powerless, certain that humanity would break the silence before the storm, but Earth said nothing. No speeches, no threats, no public pleas, only silence. Weeks passed, then months, yet behind the silence something stirred. In orbital shipyards that had gone dark, lights returned. In asteroid mines once thought abandoned, machines carved metal night and day. Earth's channels, once filled with culture and music, carried only static. The Dominion mocked again. They sulk in their shadows. Let them. Their silence is surrender. But for those who listened closely, there was something different in that silence. Something sharp, something coiled, like the breath before a scream. The first answer? Whispers of retribution. The first sign came quietly. A Dominion patrol vanished. A fleet of 12 ships, gone without a trace. No distress call, no wreckage. A week later, an outpost on the frontier reported alarms, then silence. When reinforcements arrived, they found nothing but shredded metal and burned insignias. Rumors began to spread. Some said ghosts haunted the void. Others whispered the impossible. Humans had struck back. The Dominion dismissed it. "Impossible," their admirals barked. They lacked the numbers, the courage, the will. But then came the message, broadcast on every frequency, in every tongue. "You thought we would fight fair. You thought wrong. The breaking of suns, and then Earth's fleets arrived. Not in formation, not with ceremony, but everywhere at once. Human dreadnoughts slipped from the dark between stars, cloaked in silence, striking at supply lines, cutting comms, sowing chaos. Swarms of drones, machines no Dominion tactician had accounted for, descended like locusts, overwhelming defenses. At Karzul Prime, the skies blackened. Human carriers unleashed fire that painted the heavens red. The Dominion's proud fleet, once unchallenged, broke under the sheer unpredictability of Earth's assault. Humans didn't line up in honorable duels. They poisoned fuel reserves. They lured fleets into ambushes with false signals. They jammed comms and turned Dominion ships against each other. And when boarding parties came, Dominion warriors found not fragile diplomats, but soldiers with eyes like cold iron, fighting with tricks and traps that no alien mind had ever conceived. The lesson of unfair war Dominion commanders screamed in outrage. "This is dishonor! This is cowardice! This is not war, it is trickery!" And yet, for every cry of dishonor, another Dominion ship fell silent. For every insult hurled, another world turned to ash. Because humans had never promised fairness. Humanity had promised survival. On Earth's battle nets, one phrase spread like wildfire. "We don't fight fair. That's why we win." The galaxy watched in horror as Dominion strongholds collapsed, as once proud generals were dragged from their thrones. No weapon was too cruel, no tactic too unorthodox. Humans adapted, humans endured, humans struck without warning, without pattern, without mercy. Retribution. Beyond imagination, the climax came at the siege of Cavor, the Dominion's jewel world. Their last fleet, 300 ships strong, gathered to make a final stand. They broadcast their defiance, their voices trembling but proud. Let the humans come. Here, we end them. The humans came. Not with 300 ships, not with 500, but with thousands. Dreadnoughts that blotted out the stars, carriers that launched swarms like endless storms. When the Dominion fired, humans did not answer in kind. They shifted, scattered, then converged in a storm of chaos. No formation, no order, just relentless, coordinated unpredictability. Every Dominion plan crumbled. Every strategy failed, and when the human flagships opened fire, Cavor's skies burned brighter than its sun. The Dominion's jewel shattered. Aftermath. The whisper of fear. When the last Dominion admiral fell, silence returned. Not the silence of surrender, not the silence of defeat, but the silence of annihilation. Survivors fled into the void, broken, whispering to anyone who would listen. Their voices carried a single warning. Do not provoke Earth. Do not test their patience. Do not mistake their silence for weakness. In the Galactic Council, envoys trembled. No one laughed now. No one mocked Earth's civilization. Instead, they remembered the colony's ashes, the silence that followed, and the storm that came after. They remembered the fleets that moved like shadows, the soldiers who fought without mercy, and the world that burned brighter than a sun. And across the stars, a new phrase spread like scripture, etched into memory with blood and fire. Humans don't fight fair, and that's why they win. Closing echo. The infinite vengeance of Earth, the galaxy learned a truth that night, carved into its bones. Humanity's patience is vast, but their vengeance is infinite. For when humans are struck, they rise. When mocked, they endure. And when their silence breaks, worlds burn, fleets shatter, and empires fall. The Dominion thought humanity weak. They thought wrong, because humans don't fight fair. And that is why the stars